So, okay, here we go. So they try to suppress it and just act like, oh, y'all are really, conspiracy theorists is another thing they like to throw at us. When we're onto something, when you're getting too close to the truth, they like to tell you that. So the reason is that the idea of duplicate human beings impinges upon a super secret realm of intelligence activities by both Russia and the United States. This was back then. True clones are not involved. So like when you have a baby and it grows and you've got the eggs and everything and it's fertilized and the whole thing and it's another baby growing up from a baby, that's not what we're talking about. So we're going to leave that kind of clone behind for right now. Okay? But something that bears a superficial resemblance to cloning is going on. And the last thing that the powers that be want is for us to have any hint or clue about it. Okay? In Russia, as well as the West, research has been underway for many years in biological synthesis. That is artificial life forms. And according to High Intelligence, a stunning breakthrough took place in Russia some years ago. The Russians refer to this breakthrough as providential discovery, something they learned almost by accident. They discovered the key to creating what are known as organic robotoids. Now, when I heard the word robotoid, I thought robot, like, no. An organic robotoid is an artificial robot-like creature. It looks and acts exactly like a human being, and yet it's not human. A robotoid is alive in the biological sense, but it is an artificial life form. Robotoids respond to conventional routine medical tests the same way humans do. They eat, they drink, they breathe, they bleed if cut, and they can be killed. Robotoids can also think, but they think only in the sense that a computer thinks. Like any other computer, the brain of a robotoid has to be programmed for each assignment it is given. But unlike many electronic computers, the biological computer brain of a robotoid possesses an enormous memory. As a result, robotoids can be programmed to communicate and think in such complex patterns that they act human. Organic robotoids are remarkable creatures, but they have many drawbacks. They don't grow. They don't reproduce. They must be manufactured one by one in a desired form. They also have a very limited lifespan, measured in months or even weeks, depending upon how they are utilized. This is due to the fact that their metabolism, while it resembles that of humans, is very inefficient. A robotoid can be manufactured on very short notice, in a matter of hours. But after a few weeks or months, it suddenly begins to degenerate physically and mentally. When that takes place, the robotoid has to be removed from service and disposed of. To extend its useful life as much as possible, a robotoid is customarily cooled down to slow its metabolism between assignments. Organic robotoids are extremely expensive, troublesome creatures to produce and utilize. And robotoid capabilities do not exceed those of human beings. They can't do any more than we can do. You know, you're not going to create one and it's going to do more than we're doing already, okay? But it says they cannot, all they can really do is simulate human beings, but my friends, for intelligence purposes, that's all they have to do. To produce an organic robotoid, it is necessary to have a pattern to go by. The pattern required is that of genetic coding. Now we're back to that DNA. Taken from a few cells from the body of a human being. In this respect, the Russian technique sounds like cloning, but the technique itself is totally unrelated to genuine cloning. A robotoid is produced within a matter of hours, and it simulates the human donor at his current age. So you can make a full-grown adult human being in a couple of hours. It has no soul.